When Adrian first brought it up, I laughed, not cruelly, but in a way that carried disbelief. Seriously? I said, shaking my head. You're jealous of Lucas? He's my oldest friend. We've been inseparable since university. You're overthinking this. Adrian's jaw tightened, but he said nothing. He just nodded slowly, the kind of silence that felt heavier than any argument. Later that evening, I called my sister. Adrian's overreacting, I said. He's being insecure about Lucas. It's ridiculous. She agreed, and I felt a rush of satisfaction, smug about dismissing his concerns. Lucas had been a constant in my life, through career lows, heartbreaks, and even the awkward beginnings of my relationship with Adrian. He was my confidant, my anchor, and I had never questioned the closeness we shared, until I realized how Adrian saw it. Lucas texted me constantly, and I always replied right away. Sometimes I laughed at his jokes during dinner with Adrian, leaving him staring across the table. We shared inside jokes, extended hugs, and I often stopped mid-conversation when Adrian walked in. I told myself it was harmless, but deep down, I knew the attention I gave Lucas had consequences. Weeks passed. Adrian's demeanor shifted subtly. He stopped asking where I was going when I met Lucas. No more late-night texts asking me to come home. No lingering glances across the room. The man who once noticed every detail now seemed distant, almost absent. Initially, I mistook his restraint for progress, but relief never came. Instead, a hollow emptiness gnawed at me. Out of defiance, I leaned into Lucas more. I laughed louder, stayed out later, shared more secrets. But the warmth at home grew cold. Meals were eaten in silence. Nights ended with Adrian rolling onto his side of the bed without a word. Then one Friday, I returned after an evening with Lucas and found Adrian sitting in the living room, a packed suitcase by his side. My stomach dropped. "What are you doing?" I asked, trying to sound composed. He looked at me, not with anger or sadness, but with serene resolve. "I can't do this anymore, Harper," he said evenly. I froze. "You're leaving because of Lucas?" "Really?" He shook his head. "No, this isn't about him. It's about you. You made me feel like an outsider in my own life, and I'm done." I stumbled, disbelief and fear mixing in my chest. I always assumed Adrian would stay, no matter what. But standing there, suitcase in hand, he looked like a man who had already walked away months ago. I tried to reach him. "Please, we can fix this. I'll stop seeing Lucas. Anything." He gently withdrew his hand. "I gave you years. I begged you to see me, but you never did. You mocked my feelings while giving your heart to someone else. I deserve better." With that, he lifted the suitcase and left. The silence that followed suffocated me. I sank onto the couch, every dismissive glance, every laugh at his insecurity, replaying like a film. Lucas's name flashed on my phone, but for the first time, it meant nothing that I realized, too late, that the man I had dismissed as insecure was the only one who had truly loved me. My mockery, my selfishness, had built a canyon between us, and when Adrian crossed it, he never looked back. Discover the full story of love, betrayal, and hard truths. Watch now and see how one choice can change everything. Don't just witness the drama, feel it. Click to experience the story.